Hello, my friends. Today we will read a new book. The title of my book is Mrs. McNosh Hangs Up Her Wash. Let's look at the front page, the front cover of the book. What do you see on this picture? I see some socks, some sheets, and some pants. Why do you think she has them right there? The title says she hangs up her wash. I think that means she washed something and now she's hanging it up to dry. Some people do laundry in a washing machine and they use a dryer to dry their clothes. Some people use a clothesline to dry their clothes. So they put the clothes on a clothesline and they clip them up and they let the air dry it. It takes a little bit longer, but some people still like to do that. Do you do laundry at home or do your parents do laundry at home? What kind of things do you wash when you do laundry? When I do laundry, I wash my t-shirts, I wash my pants, I wash my jeans, wash my socks, and all other kinds of clothes. What kind of things do you wash at home? Or do your parents wash at home? All right, my friends. So right now we're going to start reading our book. Before we start reading, let's see who wrote the book. Who is the author of the book? By Sarah Weeks. That means Sarah Weeks wrote the word. Pictures by Nadine Bernard Westcott. So if we say pictures are by this person, what is the name of the person that draws the pictures in the book? That's right, my friends. It's an illustrator. Let's say it together. Illustrator. Very good. All right, my friends. Let's start reading and see what else Mrs. McNosh put in on her clothesline. Each Monday at dawn, Mrs. Nellie McNosh brings out a barrel and does a big wash. So this right here is a barrel. And Mrs. McNosh is washing her clothes right there. Some people use washing machine, but she's using a barrel. It takes her all morning, and when the sun's high, she hangs what she's washed on the clothesline to dry. She hangs up the dress, she hangs up the shirts, she hangs up the underwear, nightgowns, and skirts. So these are all the clothes she's washing. Do you wash any kind of clothes like that? I do. She hangs up the stockings, she hangs up the shoes, she wrings out the paper, and hangs up the news. So now she's hanging up the newspaper. Do you wash the newspaper, my friends? She hangs up the dog and his dish and his bone and gets the wrong number and hangs up the phone. So now she put a dog and his bone and a phone on the clothesline. She hangs up a hat and an old wedding gown and 2 sleepy bats, which she hangs upside down. She hangs up a lamp and a large Christmas wreath and Grandpa's McNosh removable teeth. So now she put a lamp, a wreath, and some removable teeth. Is that something you wash? She hangs up a kite by the tip of its tail. The postman arrives and she hangs up the mail. Look at this mail right here that she hung up. Some mail like letters and parcels and packages. She washed it all and put it on the clothesline. She hangs till she's hung every last thing in sight, including the turkey she's roasting that night. Each Monday by dusk, Mrs. Nellie McNosh has finally hung up the last of her wash. So let's look at all the things that she's put on her wash. I see an ironing board right here, a dumpster, that looks like a vacuum cleaner, and a turkey. My friends, what else could she put on her clothesline at this point? She takes off her apron and lets down her hair. So that's her apron. And she lets down her hair. Then hangs herself up in a comfortable chair. So what was the last thing she hung up? Herself in a chair. My friends, when you do laundry, do you wash things like turkey or bats or mail or Christmas wreath or lamp? I've never heard of anyone do that. So that's kind of silly. When I do laundry, I can hang up things like this, like dresses, clothes, socks, maybe nightgown, but not a turkey. So my friends, do you remember how did she start? What were the first things that Mrs. McNosh washed? That's right, they were the dresses. There were some pretty dresses and nightgowns. And what was the last thing she hung up? Herself! She hung up herself. Right, my friends? Am I right? Let me go check in the book if that was the last thing. That's right, herself. And what was she sitting on when she hung up herself? In a comfortable chair. Can you remember one thing that you remember from the middle? What else did she hang up? I'm not very sure, so I'm going to go back in the text and check. That's right, she hung up a kite and Grandpa's McNosh removable teeth and some mail. And who is that running away over there? It's a mailman. All right, my friends, so this is the end of our story. It was kind of a silly story. Did you like the story, Vasily? You said you liked it. Did you like the story, my friends? I liked this story too. I think it was a little silly, but it was also funny. All right, my friends, thank you for listening. This is it for today. Goodbye. I will see you next time.